These 24 Halloween-themed craft ideas will encourage your child to have fun with Halloween while exploring many different ways to celebrate the holiday. Welcome to Epic Mom Life. I am your host, Kara Peterson. This show is sponsored by The Possum's Tale, a unique book adventure for your 6 to 12-year-old child. Let's jump into today's show. I love the holidays, even those wacky ones, on those calendars that are so obtuse. Like, we like to celebrate Pi Day, and we make it PIE Day. That's definitely a favorite. As a homeschool mom, holidays give you an ideal opportunity to talk about beliefs, traditions, and how ideas morph over time. Halloween is a perfect example of a holiday that enables you to turn it into many different lessons in your homeschool classroom. If you're interested in all of the lessons that you can do, that's next week. In Mexico, the Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos, is celebrated. Ireland and Scotland celebrate Sam, and Italy celebrates All Saints' Day with Agnus. Other cultures celebrate with masks, parades, or other festivities. You can talk about similarities, differences, and the importance of this holiday in other cultures. You can also throw parties. If you want your child to munch on a ghoulish snack while creating crafts, and we're going to talk all about crafts in this episode, you can be sure to check out last week's blog, because that's where we talked all about sweets and treats for Halloween, and I'll link that in the notes. Here are some fun crafts to add to your arts and crafts curriculum during the Halloween season. Halloween crafts for children under 5 years old. Now, I'm just going to list them because what I did with the sweets and treats is I listed them and then I kind of explained them, and it was kind of long and tedious, I think. So what I'm going to do for this is I'm just going to tell you what they are, and then if you're interested in more about them, like paper plate ghosts, what are those? You can go to the blog, which is the first thing that's listed in the notes, and it has everything listed in the description and everything. So for children under 5, we have paper plate ghosts, handprint spiders, pumpkin seed collage. I'm really interested in the pumpkin seed collage. Paper bag monsters, candy corn crafts. And that one, actually, you're cutting the candy corn shape out of paper. Paper plate jack-o'-lanterns, egg carton bats, ghost footprints, toilet paper roll mummies. And it's funny because so many of those, it says, you put the googly eyes on. So I'm like, can you tell I love googly eyes? I really do. If you haven't been to a craft store lately, they have googly eyes of all sizes, and so they're different. Most of them are round, but they're having like the longer eyes, like the wide open, and they're different colors, and I love them. And I just think they make your crafts so much fun. So Halloween crafts for children ages 6 to 11. Spooky silhouette art. Super fun. Mummy mason jars. Halloween paper lantern. I know I'm scrolling through all of the description. Monster bookmarks. Halloween sun catchers. Halloween sun catchers is actually my favorite out of this age grouping, because we live in Arizona where the sun is never in short supply. And so being able to do something that is in your area that would be super beneficial also, I think is great. I did a blog on upcycled crafts, and I did a video for that. I'll put the link in for that as well. But when you can turn things into something else, like a sun catcher, I think that's a fabulous thing to do. And to have sun catchers that represent holidays or seasons, to me, that's just awesome and fun. I love that one. Yarn wrapped pumpkins, haunted house collage. This one was fun too. I obviously like this age grouping. Halloween slime. And then activities that even your older children will want to participate with. Haunted house shadow box. Super fun and exciting. It even has you hanging little lights and doing miniatures. You can do super spooky artwork. A Halloween wreath. Do you know that they have purple and black little Christmas trees? I'm just saying this because I thought of this wreath. The thing that was so interesting about it is because I wanted a 4-foot black one or purple one for my 50th birthday party, and everybody gives me ornaments that were representative of me. So you can do things that are seemingly themed for something like Christmas and make them completely different. The witch hat decorations, and these can be worn as part of their costume, or they can just be as a decoration. Potion bottles. I had a lot of fun with potion bottles. I actually am an aromatherapist, so I know a lot about essential oils, and I love blending them. I could turn this lesson into a science lesson as well about healing properties. So I could help them do a witch's brew or zombie elixir or whatever that actually has healing remedies or feel-good tonics. That to me was a lot of fun, just because that's one of my areas of interest. Halloween string art. There's a lot of different ways to do string art, and they don't talk about this for the younger kids, because when you read this, this is different. But one of the string arts that I love for the younger kids is, I don't know if you've done this, but it's when you blow up a balloon, and then you do the string with the liquid glue, and you do it all around the balloon, and then you let it dry, and then you pop the balloon. So you have this structure of string that stays put. You could do that in pumpkin shapes or Halloween colors. That would actually be a fun one, and that's not even on here. It just made me think of it when I saw the string art. Halloween lanterns, and create a floor plan for a haunted house. This is a great segue to the homeschool Halloween lesson plans, because one of the older kids, I have different levels of lesson plans for you for next week. This is the older kids lesson plan, and we talk all about that. Children learn best when subjects blend together. It's called integrated curriculum. I love integrated curriculum. So the crafts here are for an American Halloween tradition type. Go a step further and learn about, I'm going to totally mess this up and I'm so embarrassed, but Pangagangulua, which is the Filipino practice for honoring souls that have passed. You can find a craft that represents the way they celebrate All Saints Day. So you can bring in the history, the celebration of the day, the religion, if they're celebrating it because it's All Saints Day, if it's part of the religion, and then you can bring in the arts and crafts curriculum. All of that together makes it stick. You know, it becomes sticky, and your children will remember it so much better. These 24 Halloween-themed craft ideas will encourage your child to have fun with Halloween while exploring many different ways to celebrate the holiday. So if you're looking for a fun and safe way to celebrate Halloween, you want more than just the crafts, but you want to celebrate in a fun way, check out my trunk or treat checklist. That will also be in the show notes. The movie quote this week. Hey Ham, look, I'm a Picasso. Mr. Potato Head, Toy Story. If you are hearing this message, you've listened to the entire episode, and for that, I want to send you a huge thank you. Please leave me a comment or review and share with other moms you know. Get in touch in the comments or on Kara's social media networks. See you next week for a new episode.